22 yards there, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Watch out now, 50 years.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominant.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 13. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Let's go.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Good throw there to start the 2nd possession, maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw 1st possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? And right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking big.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings back 3rd and 3.
Howell tried to pick it up on 3rd.
And it's caught.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd down. Howell now. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident.
Set, ready. Ready to be railed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go. Blue strike. Field, black.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
1st down, Howell to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Ready, ready. 52 blaster. Green jack.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready up. Left, left. Forward left.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun now, here's an in. Anderson loses the football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Stop. 17 pass. No.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and long, here's Howell. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. He's got room at the 30, and they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So, Paul, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's to the tight end, Davidson. He's got the first down and more.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Quick throw complete.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and that will lead to a third and goal.
Hey, please.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
taken at about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Measures say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws had them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Looking to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
To the 27-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Victory here for the Commanders, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training